with that.
Yeah, but all right, man. So we live, man. We on air. I'll wait for Ralph to turn his camera on when he ready. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll tap
man.
in soon, shortly.
Oh snap! Matter of fact, let me make sure that y'all can hear me properly because last time my sound was sounding type wacky.
Where you running through right now? You running through the DBX?
Yeah, yeah. I'm running through the DBS right now.
That DBX is clutch though. I ain't gonna lie. That
OD,
piece of
bro.
hardware is clutch.
OD clutch. Um, yeah. Actually, what I want to dive into is the like retail aspect. To be honest with you, talk more about like retail and like how it's just a growing market that people need to start taking real advantage of. How there's literally companies that's literally growing into $1 million companies because they're focusing on helping other people get into retail, but also talk about like the shipping issues that people are having. Like, like the whole like supply chain issues. I'm not sure, like, just on y'all day-to-day shopping stuff, have y'all been finding issues like finding certain things? Or even
Not
I
really.
know, like
Not really, because
shipping's been
I don't
taking longer
order
for
a
me.
lot.
wait,
I
hold
ordered
on, Eric, what you
I
said?
ordered some Tims like last week, and they came in like 4 to 5 business days.
So like you think the whole like supply chain might just be like propaganda?
Dead ass. Nah, because I was reading some stuff about how there's some legislation going on out in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's supposedly making like gas powered like semis, like the shipping trucks, like it's gonna outlaw them like to be gas. Like they have to be electric, but there's no electric versions of those vehicles yet. Like these
Here comes
companies don't
Elon.
want to keep investing in these trucks that are going to be outdated in about 10 years.
I had read something that said that they were trying to get rid of everyone who owned like a gas vehicle at some point, maybe by like
Yeah, because they're
2030.
gonna because you saw the new that travel part of the new legislation that Biden just passed.
No.
Mm-mm.
It was a proposed tax on mileage.
Oh yeah, I seen that nonsense. Yo, man, I don't even want to get into politics, bro. Joe Biden is just
Oh, I'm not getting into politics. All I'm saying is like that's very real. Like they're trying to get rid of gas powered cars, and they're going to end up charging us to charge our cars, and they're going to end up
Yeah, which they're doing
charging us
already
to even
with
drive in the
Tesla.
first place.
I think I need to grab my headphones. Yeah, nah, I'm not.
See, honestly though, I think it's bigger than that. I think it's like you see how everything's trying to become like centralized, like everything's trying to be on a computer system or digital. I feel like right now, if you like drive in the Tesla, right, that car is camered up. Like that car has sensors and cameras all over. Like, you know what I mean? Like they could always tap into the recording at Tesla. I'm sure they could always tap into the cameras if they wanted to. I'm sure they have the technology. So it's like if every computer was fully electric, you have to run it off a computer based and new technology for the most part. So we would all be easily monitored
We're
with
moving
a car,
we're moving over to more digital and
but less privacy. You think about it, you
right.
have an Alexa in your house, right? Like the average person,
I
right,
don't
has an
fuck with that
Alexa.
shit.
I don't either, but I'm saying like the average
Like
person,
my
like a lot
parents
of
have
people
them
I
like
know,
to turn on the lights and all that
yeah,
stuff.
or the Google, so it doesn't matter whether you're with Apple, whether you're with Android. You think about it, the era we're going into or that we're already in, everything you're getting stripped of is pretty much privacy for convenience.
You know
So
what's
I
funny?
think
Oh, sorry, Ralph. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
no, you good, bro. What are you saying?
Yo, you know what's funny? I was thinking about it today, right? And I was thinking like, yo, like the level of privacy we're losing is like unreal. So I was thinking today. I said, what if somebody accidentally sent me 300 Bitcoin today, right? And then like there's people who watch like like the blockchain to see how much Bitcoin goes to like each wallet, and they would watch 300 Bitcoin get sent to my wallet. It would become random big news, and then like they would watch wherever those coins, like if they move from that address, and then what address they go to. And I thought to myself, I said, "Yo, Cash App, Coinbase, Gemini, all these other centralized wallets probably know exactly who owns what kind of address." And
That's
it
why
would
we need our own decentralized.
yeah, it would be impossible. I mean, even if it's
Not
decentralized,
really.
bro,
I mean,
it's still open on the blockchain.
we could sell the hardware to set up one.
It's still on the blockchain. Like someone,
Yeah,
I mean,
like it's
it
still
would,
written digitally.
On
yeah,
our own blockchain.
it still would be open ledger. It still would be open ledger. It's just that they wouldn't know exactly who it is the way like Coinbase or Cash App would know exactly who it is. But if I was to get 300 Bitcoin,
Do we have
everyone
to
would
be
know.
on? Do we have to be on an exchange in order to have it?
No, you no, but you're still going to be on a blockchain.
Yeah, when you're sending the money through to a hard wallet or to any other account, it's gonna go through that same blockchain. So even though it's encrypted, what I think what he's saying is pretty much like doesn't matter how much you send or where you send it. There's a trail of it. They just won't
Yeah,
necessarily know your name. Like
there's
they'll
a
just
We
know
trail.
can't
it went to
like
that wallet.
we can't like ping our stuff off different.
Nah, bro. See,
You can't
you
do that.
need
You
to
gotta think
come
about it with
and say this
digital. There's always a
cryptocurrency
trail.
mentorship, Eric, so I can explain us to you. But all right, basically, let me just tell you what it is. Blockchain is open ledger, right? It's open ledger so that we can, so it makes things trustless. You can't hide nothing from me. We can see it, but we don't exactly know who each person is. Now with the KYC laws, centralized kinds of exchanges, Coinbase, Gemini, stuff like that, they have to verify all of their users, their identity. You guys send in your ID. You got to hook up your bank account. They know exactly who you are, and then they peg your whole identity to your account. Once they do that, they see every single thing that you're doing on a transaction, but they can only see what you send and then what you like receive. So if you send money from a decentralized exchange to someone on a centralized exchange, they'll see this person has just now received this many Bitcoin. Now when you want to sell your Bitcoin, unless you're swapping it in person with someone else, you're just trying to sell it randomly online, which most of us are going to do. They're going to see that. They're going to see you just sold 300 Bitcoin. Like they're definitely going to see it, and they're definitely going to tax you. See what I'm saying? So it's almost
We can't do like what they did in the show The Startup.
what was that show about again?
It's about crypto. It's about a crypto startup.
I think you sent me something like that. There's blockchains like
No, bro.
Monero
What they did though
and
was
Zcash.
they had this girl that was like a fucking crypto wizard, right? Crypto wizard.
Mm.
Like she supposedly had the best code, right?
Right.
And she linked up with these investors, these people, right? One dude was a drug lord. The other dude was like some dude that worked in a law firm or like a bank or something, right?
Mm.
And he had money to invest. And they start this coin and they end up using it to push weight. But they use the flash drive and they put it into their laptop, and that's how they got their own network.
Oh, but they probably never went to a centralized exchange like ever.
No, but why should we?
Because if someone sends me 300 Bitcoin, all right, bro, let's just do the math on what that is right now, bro. Bitcoin is at 66,000.
Why can't we maintain our own? Is what I'm saying.
Maintain your own blockchain.
Yeah.
That is
Because
expensive.
of the security costs, like the fire, like
yeah,
firewall,
bro,
all that.
Bro, a lot of blockchains get hacked. Yo, 300 Bitcoin is 19 mil. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm cashing out at least 1 or 2 mil. I'm just being real. Someone sends me 300 Bitcoin. Maybe not 1 or 2 mil. I'll probably cash out like like a couple thousand, but I'm cashing out enough to up and go somewhere else though.
I'm cashing out the whole thing. What do you mean?
Nah, you're wilding.
No, but wait, hold on.
Wilding. No, you don't do that.
So you gotta remember. Remember that guy who made Bitcoin was supposed to be the Japanese guy? I forget his name.
And he had a bunch of it locked in an account.
And where they say he owned most of it. So when the
and
went up,
he had like 9 attempts, or like
Now, nobody knew who that guy is or could find him.
No, you're talking about Satoshi, bro.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And nobody could find or know who that person is. And some people have, thoughts that it was multiple people. But at the end of the day, that means that at one point the blockchain was able to be, and I forgot, someone did tell me this early on.
Yo, you're breaking up a lot, Ralf. I can't really hear you.
Yeah, word, Ralph. You're like, your what's going in and out a lot.
Oh, shit. Hold on. You guys sit down?
Nah, you still kind of. I'm reading he has like 616 Bitcoin. He doesn't have that much Bitcoin though. There's people that have way more Bitcoin than him.
That's true.
616 Bitcoin. What is that, like 40 mil?
That's a fortune.
I mean, compared to how much
right now.
That's a fortune, bro. I'll be good with that money.
Oh, whoa. Did I do the math wrong? Hold on. 66,000 times.
Is that 69,000?
Didn't it drop?
What? Did it hit 70?
That's like 40 mil. No, it dropped down to like 65,000 today. Let me see. Yeah, I heard it hit 69 recently. It's actually at 64,000 right now. I would love for this to go down to 60K so I could cash in. I would love it because it's going to go to 70, then 72. So please go to 60. Please even drop down to 59. I'm buying. I'm buying.
He said, please even drop down to 69.
Okay, but look, so bro, as soon as he moves his Bitcoin anywhere, whoever's watching his wallet address, they're gonna be on his ass, bro. They're gonna be on his ass.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yo, there had to be a point where it wasn't. There had to be a point where it wasn't traceable because they've been trying to find this guy because when the price of Bitcoin went up, he held on to a lot of coins.
It's always been traceable, but you can't trace it to anything outside of the blockchain until we started making it so that you had to verify yourself. Because think about it.
What if he had the server or like the blockchain going from a different place?
Okay, look. If he remains
and he's living somewhere else.
If he was to do something cross-chain, basically if he was to go to like a decentralized kind of exchange, they wouldn't be able to know exactly who he is, but they have ways to track him. You see what I'm saying? Like these people are getting really good at how to study like a blockchain. If you're using this wallet and we know these wallets can only be used by people that are living in these countries, you can start to narrow down where he is or like where like he's going to be as you're reading the blockchain. But now if he tries to pull any of his money out in fiat currency, he's going to have to go to some kind of exchange that's going to need his ID. So if they saw that he just pulls his stuff out at a, he just did a swap at like maybe like a MoneyGram or I don't know exactly how it works.
No, but see, this is my thing. That's what I'm saying. At one
they're
point,
going to narrow it down.
Untraceable.
What if he's a Russian sleeper agent?
So, no, but someone was telling me when they created Bitcoin, him or the team, whoever was behind it, it was made so that it was untraceable. When the government got involved in it, it became traceable. Like George is saying, like on these platforms, now that you got to get verified and put in your social.
Countries.
It's
back then you didn't have to put your social.
It's untraceable if you stay in the blockchain. That's what I'm saying. The problem is
that's why he hasn't pulled out.
Yes,
that's exactly why he hasn't pulled out.
The problem is that because once he starts pulling out, someone's going to be able to narrow down where it might take them years, but they're going to figure out who exactly he is. So he's probably
Well, if
waiting
he
on.
moves quick enough, he'll be alright.
I mean, I don't know. Like bro, he honestly, somebody might kill him. I don't see why you would kill him. It wouldn't change anything. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
That's gonna be
because
like some bulletproof monk shit where they're
What
gonna
if
try
it
to
was
get
like, what if this
out
guy
his
had
memory.
this money wire transferred to an offshore account?
what, bro?
He definitely
You
took some of it out by
can't
now
do
because
that.
remember he's making 40 million. Like remember if
He
he had
hasn't
this shit when
taken
it
any of
started.
it out. He hasn't taken none of it out. This
No,
is what
actually,
this is what I can assume he's doing, right? He's probably maybe he borrowed against his portfolio in another country under a totally different kind of under a totally different kind of identity. So when you borrow against your portfolio, you show the bank or whoever they are that you have this much crypto and you want to take out a loan for that same amount, basically. And then they're using your crypto as like
as leverage,
yeah, like as basically like
Yeah,
your
I
own
mean,
like
if he's
collateral.
living like that,
as collateral,
he's gotta be
right?
living like
Yeah.
a ghost, though.
Yeah, and he would probably still be living like a ghost, but like he's spending loan money, and you feel. I mean, I don't know though. Like he would still need to find a way to put it back, or maybe he could just be living a totally normal life and is just not touching his Bitcoin at all.
No,
See,
but this is my thing. This is
yeah,
my
And
thing.
maybe
He
he
could be
forgot his
using some of it.
password, and he
No,
doesn't
he
want
could.
to admit it.
He could be using some of it. No, because get this, right? If you buy a bunch of Bitcoin, right, you don't necessarily have to buy it all to the same account, same wallet, right? So if I bought Bitcoin on Cash App, which again, this didn't exist back then, but if I bought Bitcoin on Cash App and I bought Bitcoin on Coinbase and I bought Bitcoin, let's say on Robinhood, if they let me buy Bitcoin, I literally would have 3 different wallets essentially with Bitcoin. If I had however many coins he had divided into 3 accounts, he could be sending people he knows personally crypto and then just getting the money from them.
he's not, bro, because that's
you know
not
what I'm
how it
saying?
works. Your wallet is just accessing your address. So
But
for
you could buy from
crypto,
3 addresses is what I'm saying. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, but I'm saying, but for crypto to even move from person to person, from exchange to exchange, it has to go from one address to the next. He's one of the first accounts on. He's one of the first kinds of addresses on Bitcoin, and none of the coin has left that address. That means he's not even moving it. He's not touching it. See what I'm saying?
That
He's
one,
not.
that yeah,
He
that that
it's
one
not
address.
going. Yeah, he's not touching it. So that means that, remember, when he first made the blockchain system, I think he tested it by sending like a couple Bitcoin to one person, right? From that point on, he's never moved any other Bitcoin. These are the first
And if he
accounts.
does, if he sells out, let's say he does, the value of Bitcoin would drop tremendously because that's like a bunch of people selling their coins at once in any other coin.
No, it wouldn't because
Nah,
he doesn't even
because
own that much Bitcoin.
The people that's gonna buy it up is like the bank.
Yeah, feel me? Like he doesn't own
But
that
you
much
think they'll buy
Bitcoin.
like no, but think about it. If he had that Bitcoin when it was nothing, right? And now one coin is 60 whatever thousand, and
Makes
he
no
sells all
difference.
however many.
Makes
If
no
he sells
difference.
however many, if he
Remember, you
sells
have to
however many
mine it,
coins,
bro. Remember, people, all the Bitcoin that's going around now, people have mined it over the course of time, over the last 12, 13 years. People have mined it. So he only has 616 Bitcoin. There's other people that have probably like 1 million Bitcoin. You feel me? Like his.
But if he's one of the creators, he literally could burn coins at any time and
No, bro.
make his value go up.
But he could have bought it under a different. He could have bought it under a different.
That's why they think he's a team. They don't. Some people don't believe it's a one person thing. They think it's the group of people who created this and they're going under
There
one
could be
name.
multiple accounts, and we just
Almost like an anonymous.
So part of this is having to know how the blockchain system works, right? He cannot do anything to tame or taint or print or make any Bitcoin. Even though he made the system, it's kind of one of those things you make and like you put into the atmosphere.
I'm not
and you
saying
no longer have no control over it.
I'm saying he could have bought some himself.
No, yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. He probably bought a shit ton of Bitcoin early and then just like left left that wallet. I'm reading something like after 9 years, like he might have moved something from that wallet. I don't know if that's true or not. I have to look into that. But they're saying after 9 years, they're saying that like he's like it's moved or something like that. Or
Yo,
like,
nobody knows who he is though. That's the crazy part.
bro,
Like,
whoever this person is cannot be in favor of government because like what they've built is literally going to decimate governments. And first of all, it's going to make a country like, like an El Salvador possibly be a first world country. See what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy.
Because they benefit from not printing their own money no more. Like literally all the countries that are still living off of printing money are going to fail. That's why all of them are going into blockchain. It's inevitable.
Like Germany, it was after one of the wars, right? And they started printing their own money because I don't know if you know what happened after that war, but they had basically like no central government. There was no central. So like they told all the towns to start printing their own money. So they had super inflation, like $50,000, $500,000 bills.
Yeah, bro, that's definitely about to happen to the US.
And what's happening in our country is that we're getting like a lot of inflation right now.
Yep. And see,
but
this dollar is dying.
This still got to be brave though, because you think about it, those countries like Japan, China, those are like communist, totalitarian countries. So it's like for you to build something like that against government, like who's to say that nigga's not dead?
I mean, but here's what it is though, right? Like you put the
they would have. So the government would have held that account, that information until they found a hacker that could access it. If that was the case,
and it wouldn't make a single difference. This is what's going to happen if you want to shut down the Bitcoin, like the network. You're going to have to physically bomb every miner location around the planet, or force those countries to shut them out. Like China kicked out, like a bunch of their miners. They're just taking their business somewhere else.
My question is, how does one go from mining it to then sell it, like to selling it?
So here's how it happens. You set up your computer and you set your computer up as what they call a node on the network, and your computer starts solving these proof of work mathematical problems, and once you solve enough of them, you receive 1 Bitcoin. It's basically like like a piece of encrypted data or something like that. Now you move it to someone who can store that data, and you charge them a certain amount. So they're gonna set up how they're gonna pay each other. Now over the course of time, it started off something really simple. I just mined 3 Bitcoin on my computer, Eric. I'm about to send it over to you. So now you're gonna build something called a wallet, but it's literally just you just have a you just have a Bitcoin address that I'm sending that piece of data to, right? And then you hold it, and then you send me, you feel like you sell me like $10. Maybe it was back then like 2008. Now throughout the course of time, we've gotten better with these kinds of exchanges where now we can actually do bank transfers, debit card transfers, stuff like that, to then move our funds over to each other. You feel me? And that's basically how you would do it. And it serves as a form of digital money. It's like, okay, I can buy this in Bitcoin, and someone might want to use my Bitcoin because they can use Bitcoin to go buy, drugs on this site. That's how it was before. Or you can buy things that you could not buy in store.
I remember one day I got home from school and I learned about the black market. I got on the black market. I've since like wiped down my computer, everything, like virus check, all that, like several times. Like,
hey bro,
here, yo.
Hey bro, don't risk your freedom on this podcast. I don't know what you about to say next.
Nah, I didn't. I tried to buy like an eighth of weed.
I do not know this man at all, and I'm being so honest. Just met him on this podcast today.
But yo, yeah, bro. But then it's like people start realizing, I could buy mad other stuff with Bitcoin. See, now people are realizing, like, damn, Bitcoin's value is gonna shoot up so much. Someone spent like 330 Bitcoin to buy like a couple boxes of pizza, and it was just like, dog, he's probably regretting that right now so hard. Like, why
Yo, for
would
real.
I ever? Yeah, but
some people bought cars.
You know what though? I guess it is cool though that like now you've got these exchanges that centralize the decentralized Bitcoin. It just kind of sucks, but like it's good in a way because you don't have to go on the black market, get on the dark net.
Well, the problem with something that's decentralized and you're trying to sell like a physical product is that you're going to have to ship that product, and there's no guarantee someone's actually going to give you back your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, you feel me? Like, there's not like a mediator. Like, hey, let's make sure things are all okay, because then that's going to make it, back to centralized.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, and that's what I think that's what I'm probably going to label this podcast.
Like, I wish we had a society that like we could have a centralized, like a decentralized economy. I don't know,
bro. I think that's what we're going into. There's a lot of social media apps that are trying to build like a decentralized kind of YouTube where people are not going to get deplatformed for speaking their mind and stuff like that. But the only problem with those,
like Trump.
What, like Trump? No, Trump's not going to build something like that.
Trump's trying to make his own social media platform.
Yeah, because
but it's not going to be. Yeah, but it's not going to be decentralized. Like when I say decentralized, you could post anything you want, and no one's banning you off the site. No one's banning you. See, my thing with that is,
that could be bad though.
It could be bad, but I can't see the government wanting something like that. But that's literally where all the technology is moving to is decentralization.
But think about it. That's why they're trying to take away like encrypted end-to-end encryption, and they're trying to take away privacy because they'll be able to shut.
They could do it.
They're already doing it. You don't see how many platforms right now sending you updated privacy and user agreements and.
Every time I go to a new website.
Yeah, Let me tell you who's gonna win this war, bro. The person who's gonna win is the person that confused centralization into a decentralized world, where basically he makes people feel as if they actually have freedom, but they really don't. It's really going to be the person who can mix both in one. They're going to be the one that's where the people are going to be for them, and the government is going to be for them. The problem with Facebook and like when it comes to Meta is I feel like the only reason why his metaverse is going to work is because he already has so many users that are using his platforms. But his whole idea of Meta is not the idea that the actual crypto guys are going for. They're going for a decentralized world. Nobody controls it. You make your own world. You do what you do, and you just stay away from people that you don't want to run into. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, like we don't have a choice. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to go into this world. I see a good and a bad. I see a world where you have more control over your data. You pick and choose the data that you want to share.
I'll be honest, I feel like right now for the consumer, that idea is a bit expensive.
What?
Like to be able to have your own world. Like you have to know something about computers and you have to have some decent stuff to be able to have, to get into your own, like your own altered reality. You feel me? Like whether it's through VR or whether it's through, on your computer.
And VR is lit, by the way. VR is lit. I think that's really going to be the future too.
Bro, we're already.
What somebody needs to do? Do they have a Sim? Wait. Do they have a Sims?
What do you mean? A VR Sims?
For VR, I'm sure.
Not that I know of.
That's something people can get lost in, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, every game is going to be like that now. Every game. And and you're gonna earn in-game money and be able to buy things in real life.
It's gonna be like GTA real life.
Yeah,
that's
and
why they're rolling
concerts,
it out on
and
GTA 6.
concerts.
That's why
Concerts are
they're
gonna be
rolling
that
out
way.
on GTA 6.
I think it's a wonderful thing if they weren't trying to trap our souls in these worlds. I think it would be a great thing.
They're trying to.
They're trying to trap soul. Yo, bro,
man.
because think about Travis Scott content in Fortnite, bro. That was amazing. That was literally like that's like every kid's dream, bro. Like I want to be inside a virtual world with, like my friends, and we having fun, and we're all at home.
Yo, and think about that. If that Astro World concert would have been virtual, how many people would have passed? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have had 50,000 people tuned in virtually in the comfort of their home.
Yo, you might be onto something, bro. They might start moving concerts in that direction just because
and the only reason why I say
that might be the catalyst.
Because of COVID and what I saw what they did with Pop Smoke, where they made him like they made like a what is it called? They had like a virtual version of hologram. There you go, the hologram. They had a hologram of him like performing. So I'm like, yo, I know that in VR there's like an app where I could go into like the movie theater and I could put whatever I want from Netflix, YouTube to watch, and the other random people on the computer could like chill with me if I leave my room open, or I could just have it private and just have like, let's say YouTube, if you guys had Oculus, I'm like, yo, join my room. And I'll be like, yo, let me show you this funny video. Let me show you my new video. I can go to YouTube and put it up on the big screen. We're sitting next to each other. There's like, you get the experience because you have it on. You're talking to people from across the world. Like I got my boy from LA. I got another boy. He's out in Jersey too, but he has the same thing.
But that's why we need
like in the same room, chilling. Like right now,
run the way we want it.
Think about this: if digital has the VR, right, then everyone can actually make music in the room. Think about it. If you could upload your sample to the screen or your wave, yo, this is my MP3 with the vocals. It's an open hook.
I think we just froze, y'all.
With people in person,
I'll
like
be honest,
I feel like everyone's gonna be.
worry about diseases. I don't worry about diseases. I think the world, like the individual people, not the governments. You know what I mean? But like the people don't care that much.
I mean, not, but we can't speak for everybody.
Like
at the
I
end of the
know
day,
for a fact, Canadians did not want to be locked down as long as they were.
True, but also Canadians weren't letting anybody into their country at that time.
That's what I'm saying.
You can cross the border, yeah. They were,
guys,
and that's my thing.
Guys,
if we had it virtual,
we're gonna jump right back in just because this call's about to end. So just come right back in, y'all.
All right, bet.